Hey guys, this is Benita. Welcome to Real Life. This particular video is going to supplement an actual blog article. And my blog is phenomenalhair.blogspot.com. And this particular subject is about resistant hair. I just completed another Design Essentials class, product knowledge class. Design Essentials has revamped their whole line. Their natural lines has greatly expanded, and I guess the core line probably has gradually been revamped, and now it is, I guess it is complete. So, learned a lot about the new improved products, as well as some of the products that have stayed the same, like the Silk Essentials. I believe that stayed the same. But so one of the points that the platform artist Yodi was the platform artist, and she was outstanding, I will have to tell you, very motivational. And she made mention of about the super relaxers. A lot of times people look at hair texture and they think super because it's so tightly coiled. And what she was trying to explain is, just because you look at the hair and it looks like really tightly coiled, that does not necessarily mean that it needs a super. You have to look at the behavior of the hair. If the hair is resistant, then it may need a super. Now, the interesting thing about it, I asked her, what is her definition of resistant? How do you determine if the hair is resistant? Because I understand what she's saying. I've had people that I use a malve. They have hair that looks like mine, but the behavior of the hair, the curl behavior is very pliable, is very manageable, and malve is plenty to loosen that curl pattern up. Is not even though it's tightly wound, it doesn't always mean that it's resistant. So that definition of resistant, the definition that she gave me, is that the hair itself stands up on its own. If that hair stands up on its own, then you more than likely have resistant hair. Now, the interesting thing about it, I told her, over the years, I've had the most resistant hair. And my hair, I think the strand itself probably is more medium. I think, you know what, I got two different texture hair. So some of my hair, I think, is more of a medium, and then some is a coarse. So there probably have been areas where I was more prone to breakage, and that was probably the more coarse, resistant areas, whereas the curl patterns where it's a little bit looser, I had less issues over time when I was doing relaxers. Obviously, I have locks now, so it's not the same thing. Well, I will also say, even with the locks, the hair that's more resistant, I am having to keep a closer eye on. So the purpose of this video was actually to show you resistant hair. So by her definition, I have a little piece here. This piece is resistant. Every time I pull it down, it pops back up. I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully you can tell. If I put it down, it pops up. And I'll turn a few different angles. So it is resistant. Now, that's not to say that every part of my hair, as far as my locks, like, I think this is looser hair. Now, with the length, obviously with length, it's going to change the behavior of the hair. But some of my hair, this part of my hair probably is not as coarse or resistant. So you can have different areas of your hair where some of it's resistant and some of it is less resistant. When I was in the Sisterlock class, we actually pulled different pieces of hair, and I actually found two different textures of hair in my head, and one of my textures dropped completely to the bottom of the glass. It was more dense. I dropped in a glass of water and it sunk all the way to the bottom. The other piece of my hair was more medium texture, and it floated. I dropped it in the water and it floated. So if you can imagine, you got two different curl patterns, two different curl behaviors, and you're using one relaxer. So one may be end up under processed, one may be over processed. So for me, the locks actually has made the most sense. I know a lot of people say that they cannot. My locks are 2 years old, and a lot of people don't have the patience to deal with 2 years, because it's taken about the 2 year point for me to really feel like, okay, I'm finally at that hurdle where I feel comfortable with them. All the other times it's like I'm waiting patiently, but the 2 year mark just came this past month, and I think I'm on the uphill journey, so that's a good thing. I don't want to make this video too long, but the whole purpose was talking about the resistant hair. And hopefully, if you want more information, you will visit my blog, which is phenomenalhair.blogspot.com. Thank you for watching Real Life. This is Benita. Have a great day.